In this short video our quest is to understand the significance of October 27th, and why it is observed as a black day all around the globe. A day that brought miseries, sufferings, depression, grief and sorrow for the hapless people of Jammu and Kashmir when expansionist and colonial India, in violation of the principles of the Partition Act 1947, unlawfully annexed the state. In the heart of the breathtaking Himalayan region, amidst serene landscapes and the promise of a peaceful life, lies the long-standing conflict of Kashmir. Kashmir has been a land of dreams and aspirations for generations. But it's also a land that has been marred by decades of conflict and suffering, a struggle that began on the black day of October 27, 1947. On this fateful date, the tranquility of the region was shattered when Indian troops, in violation of international norms and the heartfelt wishes of the Kashmiri people, forcefully occupied the land. The memory of this dark day remains etched in the collective consciousness of people on both sides of the line of control. Each year, October 27th is solemnly observed as the Black Day, a poignant reminder of the enduring hope that the United Nations will fulfill its obligations and facilitate a peaceful resolution to this protracted conflict. In response to the illegal Indian occupation, Kashmiris resisted vigorously. India, after facing resistance, took the issue to the United Nations. After deliberation, the United Nations deemed the Indian invasion illegal and granted Kashmiris the right to a plebiscite. Indian authorities pledged to conduct a plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir under United Nations supervision. Yet, 7 decades have passed, and India has consistently defied United Nations resolutions concerning Jammu and Kashmir. In order to solidify its unlawful control over the region, Indian forces have committed severe human rights abuses against the civilian population. Since 1989, Indian forces have martyred over 96,000 Kashmiris in their quest to quash demand for self-determination. More than 7,000 Kashmiris have been martyred in custody. Indian troops have employed the molestation of women as a cruel tactic to suppress the Kashmiris' freedom movement. Over the past 34 years, Indian forces have molested more than 11,000 Kashmiri women with impunity. To undermine the economy of Jammu and Kashmir, Indian forces have destroyed or set ablaze over 110,000 residential homes and shops. Following the revocation of Jammu and Kashmir's special status by the Narendra Modi government on August 5, 2019, Indian atrocities have escalated, and demographic changes are taking place unlawfully at an alarming rate. The Indian government has issued counterfeit domicile certificates to millions of non-Kashmiris. Hindus from distant regions of India are being granted permanent residence, government positions, and business opportunities in the occupied region. Meanwhile, the indigenous population is being stripped of their identity, homes, employment, agricultural lands, orchards, and businesses. These measures are intended to reduce the Muslim majority to a minority and impose a Hindu agenda on the region. Kashmiri activists, such as Khurram Pervez, have been working to draw the attention of global organizations to the dire human rights situation in Jammu and Kashmir. Their efforts have come at a great personal cost, as India has imposed media restrictions in the region to conceal its crimes against humanity. Journalists like Asif Sultan, Fahad Shah, and Sajjad Gul have faced threats, persecution, and imprisonment for attempting to report on Indian atrocities. Additionally, leaders and activists advocating for a plebiscite, such as Yasin Malik, Masarat Alam Butt, and Shabir Ahmed Shah, have been detained and are enduring harsh conditions in Indian jails as part of efforts to suppress the Kashmiri movement for self-determination. Today, October 27, 2023, marks the completion of 76 years of illegal Indian occupation in Jammu and Kashmir. After enduring 76 catastrophic years, the people of Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir pose some straightforward questions. Will the United Nations continue to remain silent in the face of Kashmiris' suffering? Will the global community continue to prioritize its economic interests over the lives of innocent Kashmiri women, children, youth, and the elderly? Regrettably, the United Nations and the international community seem to offer no answers to these straightforward questions.